long time ago, there lived a king and a queen who were well and truly loved by those they ruled. But in spite of having all that money could buy, there was one thing above all else that they did not have that they very much desired, and that was a child of their own. As years passed, they had become more and more sad about it. One day, as the queen was bathing in a pool, a strange thing happened. A frog popped out of the water and landed on a leaf next to her and said, "O Queen, be happy, for within a year your dearest wish will be fulfilled." The queen thought she must have imagined it. But within a year, true to the frog's prediction, the queen bore a child. The king and queen were so full of joy that they declared it a holiday so that all might rejoice in their wondrous news. The kingdom would celebrate with a great feast. The king invited guests from far and wide, and of these the most important were 6 fairies, who had the power to bestow great gifts upon the child. When the guests had sat down for their feast in the great hall, the 6 wise fairies then, each in turn, gave their gifts. The first said, "She shall blossom full and fair, with beauty that's beyond compare. As well as being fair of face, she'll be endowed with natural grace. She will sing and dance with ease, and everyone she meets will please. She'll see the world through knowing eyes, and grow up to be truly wise." The 5th fairy then said, "With wit and charm, she will beguile all those upon she'll choose to smile." Suddenly, a most terrible thing happened. A 7th fairy appeared. She had been forgotten by all for a long time. In fact, most thought she had died.
"Am I not a worthy guest to be invited to your feast to celebrate this happy time for which you've waited so long?"
"1,000 apologies, madam, if in haste of our celebrations we have made an oversight. Let it now be in the past, and please, be welcome."
"Then perhaps I might also add my blessings to this baby and make it a celebration that no one will forget. You would not invite me to the feast, but I have come just the same, and I brought a gift. On her 15th birthday, she will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and she will fall down dead."
At that moment, the 6th fairy stepped forward and said, "Cry not, my queen, for I have yet to bless the child, and though my powers cannot undo the evil spell cast on her, I can make it so that she merely falls asleep for 100 years. The fairy then said, "Princess, blessed with many virtues, evil spells now cannot hurt you. 100 years to you will seem a passing moment in a dream. You will awaken with a kiss to fulfill your life of bliss, and what the evil spell has cast will be forgotten in the past." But the king, fearful of the spell, made a proclamation there and then that all spinning wheels were to be banned from the kingdom henceforth. The years passed, and the king and the queen found great joy in their child, and all who knew her loved her. The princess had never been told of the fearful spell laid upon her, but on the 15th anniversary of that day, the king forbade the princess to stray from the castle. In a playful mood, the princess teased her guardian with a game of hide-and-seek, hiding first here, then there, till at last she found herself in the topmost room of the castle, a room that she had never visited before. She went to hide behind the dusty tapestry, and there noticed a small door, just the place to hide. Behind the door was a room, and inside was an old lady dressed in a shawl and working with something that the princess had never seen before, a spinning wheel. "What are you doing, old woman?" asked the princess.
"I'm spinning, my dear, and waiting for you."
The princess stepped closer and touched the spindle, which pricked her finger. She was taken to her room and laid on a bed of flower petals. It was at this moment of grief that the good fairy appeared once more, and with a wave of her hands cast a spell over the whole castle and its grounds. The fountain stopped as if frozen. The flames of the fire remained motionless. The steam from the kettle stayed in the air as if painted, and the page boy's sneeze was stifled for 100 years. The briars, brambles, and vines grew to shroud the castle from view and form a barrier to all who would trespass in it. It was truly a mystery to those who lived nearby. But time passed, and its mystery became part legend, part myth, oft told to children at bedtime. Now, one of those children was the son of the king who ruled a neighboring kingdom. He grew to be a handsome prince and often hunted in the fields and woods that surrounded the old castle. One day, in pursuit of a stag, he found himself by the briars and brambles of the castle. Seeking the stag within the tangled mesh, he took his sword to cut a path through the branches, and then, much to his astonishment, a path opened in front of him. As if led by some invisible hand, the prince ascended the stairs and found himself by a half-open door. He peeped in. Then, gazing through the dim-lit room, he saw the princess. Her beauty was such that just to gaze upon her made him fall madly in love with her. He gently kissed her. And at that moment, the spell was broken. She smiled as though she knew him, as of course she did from her dreams. The palace immediately became alive as though not a fraction of time had passed, and all was as it was before. The prince took the princess for his bride, and she became the much-loved queen of the fairies' predictions. Her fairy gift stood her in good stead, and one day she had children of her own. Being wise and loved, she never forgot to invite anyone to celebrations.
On the west coast of Africa, in the forest region of Ghana, is the legendary village of Anansi Chrome, home of the redoubtable Anansi and his family. Our story is about Anansi, and as it begins, he's fast asleep, which is fortunate because it gives us a chance to meet some of the other inhabitants. This is Kakraka, the self-indulgent, water-loving hippo. Out of water, this amiable fellow is short-sighted.
Oh, these trees, they keep getting in my way. I say there, look where you're going.
He'll probably find his way to the river. He's done it often enough. This is Kukuku, a mighty but short-tempered elephant. He expects and receives right of way wherever he goes.
Oh, did you throw this mango? Nancy threw it, eh? I think I'll have a word with him.
Why? Kukuku, good morning.
Good morning, Nancy. Now, see here, this mango. Did you...
For me? That's kind of you. Not right, though. Come here, my good friend. Join me for breakfast.
Oh, thank you, but no, I was going to the river with Kakaka, and we wondered, would you care to join us?
Oh, what a lovely thought. Thank you, but alas, I'm much too busy. What a shame.
Have it your own way.
Yes. Goodbye, old friend. Nice year. Now, let's see. Oh, yes. I need some honey. Oh, empty. Yawa,
Yes, Anansi.
there's no honey.
Isn't there? Then go and get some.
What? You mean go see the bees? I might get stung.
Well then, go see Kukuku.
Bah.
Or Tintin.
What? That's Snooty Giraffe. Perhaps that's a good idea. I need a good decoy. Oh, Tintin, noblest of creatures. How are you?
Fine, of course. It's you, Nancy. Awake, I see.
To give you pleasure is my pleasure, Nana Tintin. It is said that some will always get to eat before others.
Of course.
It is also said that a few will always tower above the rest.
True, very true. Oh, yes, that's right, yes.
Oh, Tintin, you know the earth as you know the sky. If only I had your bearing, your stature,
Naturally.
life would be so much easier.
Yes.
But alas, I must go and face the bees, ill-equipped though I am.
The bees? You must what?
Oh, come, Tintin. I just need some honey. Don't let my trifles occupy you. Goodbye.
Wait, Nancy. I always find your company quite refreshing. Could I be of some help?
No. I'm sure I can manage it alone. Besides, you could get stung.
Don't worry, Nancy. I can handle this easily. Let me help you get some honey.
So Anansi secures the help of the unsuspecting Tintin. Wait, here's the tree, but I can't see the nest.
Here it is, Nancy. Way up here. See? Right by my head. What's that? Oh, nice bees! And angry ones. Hold on now. I can explain. Oh, now calm down. Gee. Oh, it wasn't me. Ouch! Oh, help! Oh. I just saw a tree run and jump in the river. Well, I wish it the best of luck. There's something going on over there. I see it's clouds. The rainy season is starting. Rainy season? Are you crazy? Sounds like bees! Quick, back to the rain!
So Anansi collects his honey.
Have the bees gone? I think so, but let's stay here until we're sure. My nerves! My nerves!
Ow! Make room for me!
Nancy, you've finally taken up our invitation, I see. And to think I wanted to help you. Calm down, Tintin. Let's all relax and enjoy ourselves. Those bees are a bad-tempered lot.
Oh, cuckoo. Maybe you could help me get some honey from the bees.
I thought I had a thick skin.